Stay tuned until the very end of this video because I will be sharing my personal thoughts on this story. And believe me, they might completely shock you. Do not click away because the twists, the hidden details, and the unusual sides of this story will keep you hooked until the final seconds. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button right now, because we bring you the biggest and most fascinating celebrity stories that others only scratch the surface of. Now, let's dive deep into a case that has been dominating conversations online, sparking countless memes, and once again showing us how real life and celebrity life collide in ways nobody expects. We are talking about none other than Cardi B, a Grammy-winning rapper, a chart-topping superstar, and a woman whose personal and professional journey has been as dramatic as the lyrics she spits. But this time, the headlines are not about a new single, not about her extravagant outfits, and not even about one of her legendary feuds. Instead, the spotlight is on Cardi B in a courtroom, in a trial that was broadcast nationwide, and in moments that will probably be remembered for years. The story begins with a civil assault trial, one that pitted Cardi B against accusations from a former security guard. The allegations were serious: assault and battery. Claims that could have damaged not only her reputation, but also the entire carefully built brand she has been crafting over the last decade. The trial culminated on September 2nd when the jury delivered a verdict finding Cardi B not liable. For her fans, it was a sigh of relief. For her critics, it was just another chapter in the saga of a woman they either can't get enough of or can't stand. But for Cardi B herself, it became the setting of one of the most bizarre, viral moments in recent celebrity legal history. Because as the cameras rolled, as social media platforms dissected every gesture, every outfit, and every word, something unexpected happened. Cardi B fell asleep. Yes, you heard that correctly. The rapper, who has built her reputation on being raw, unfiltered, and larger than life, was caught on camera dozing off in the middle of her own trial. Clips circulated widely, amplified by court TV and countless online accounts, leaving audiences half amused, half bewildered. Was she bored? Was she tired? Or was this some kind of silent protest? People debated endlessly, but Cardi B has now set the record straight herself. On September 15th, during her appearance on The Jennifer Hudson Show, the rapper opened up about what really happened inside that courtroom. Jennifer Hudson, a celebrated performer herself, confronted her guest with the obvious question: was she really falling asleep during closing arguments? Cardi did not deny it, did not spin it, and did not pretend otherwise. Instead, she admitted the truth in her classic candid style. "I'm not even going to lie. I was," she confessed. "I had a long night. I'm in the middle of an album rollout. I was so sleepy. I was trying to fight it, but I just couldn't." Think about that for a second. While millions of people watched, while lawyers argued, and while cameras documented every second, one of the biggest stars in the world literally nodded off in court. It's the kind of scene you'd expect in a satire or a Netflix comedy series, not in a real-life trial broadcast for everyone to see. But this is exactly what makes Cardi B such an unpredictable figure in modern pop culture. She doesn't try to hide her humanity, even when that humanity is embarrassing. Instead of being mortified, she laughed about it, owned it, and turned it into another piece of the Cardi B narrative. A narrative where chaos, humor, and authenticity always seem to go hand in hand. But falling asleep was not the only revelation from Cardi's post-trial interviews. She also spoke about the emotional toll of being stuck in court during such a critical moment in her career. Cardi explained how the trial overlapped with the rollout of her highly anticipated album, Am I the Drama? scheduled for release on September 19th. Imagine the pressure. You are preparing to launch one of the biggest projects of your life, and at the same time, you are forced to sit in a courtroom knowing every second is being televised. I was overwhelmed, she told Hudson. I'm in the middle of an album rollout, and I have to go to court. And then, when I get to court, I realize that it's going to be on national TV, being televised. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. The emotional weight didn't stop there. Cardi revealed she had to miss her children's first day of school because of the trial. For a mother who often shares her family life with fans, that was a deeply personal sacrifice. And yet, in true Cardi fashion, she found a silver lining. But at least it's positive press, she quipped. That line alone captures so much of who Cardi is. A woman who can take even the most draining, inconvenient, and awkward situation and find a way to turn it into momentum. And turn it into momentum she did. Only one day after the trial concluded, Cardi B unveiled something that quickly became an internet sensation. The courtroom edition of her upcoming album, using viral meme photos of herself in court as the album artwork, she created a limited release that immediately grabbed attention. Fans rushed to buy it, proving once again that Cardi understands how to blur the lines between personal drama and business opportunity. On social media, she announced it with her usual flair. By popular demand, the courtroom edition of Am I the Drama is available now. This was not just a gimmick, it was a masterclass in marketing. In a world where virality often dictates success, Cardi turned what could have been an embarrassing courtroom blunder into a money-making strategy. She embraced the meme, she leaned into the joke, and she made her fans feel like they were part of something historic. The courtroom edition instantly became a collector's item, proof that sometimes the best promotional strategies are the ones nobody sees coming. From there, the promotional campaign only got bigger and bolder. Cardi hit the streets, literally. In a TikTok video that quickly spread across platforms, she was seen selling her album in person, standing on the sidewalk, hawking vinyls and CDs to random passersby. With a large blanket spread out and stacks of records on display, Cardi shouted, "What up, y'all? I'm very sorry, I can't assist with this request." A savvy businesswoman who knows how to make every moment into a spectacle. But while the humor and creativity are what make Cardi a social media powerhouse, she has also spoken about the deeper stakes of this album. In a recent Billboard cover story, Cardi admitted she would love to win a Grammy for Am I the Drama, but she also acknowledged how the industry has changed. Awards are no longer the sole markers of success. Instead, she defines success in a more personal and cultural way. Success for me will be people saying she put out a great album. If at 3 a.m. people are talking about the album, that's going to be success for me, because people can't wait to downplay it. That statement reveals the tension Cardi constantly faces. She is one of the most visible artists of her generation, with every move scrutinized, mocked, or praised. And yet, behind the flamboyant persona is an artist who craves genuine respect for her craft. Am I the Drama, set to feature singles like Imaginary Players, Outside, Up, and the already infamous WAP, represents not just another collection of songs, but a test of whether she can silence the doubters and remind the world why she became a cultural phenomenon in the first place. The collision of court drama, meme culture, album promotion, and Cardi's trademark honesty makes this story more than just tabloid fodder. It's a snapshot of the modern celebrity machine, where even the most humiliating moment can be monetized, where vulnerability can become branding, and where the line between art and life disappears completely. Cardi B didn't just fall asleep in court. She turned that nap into headlines, into laughter, into memes, and ultimately into dollars. And as we get closer to the album's release, the question remains, will Am I the Drama live up to the hype? Will Cardi B prove once again that she can turn chaos into triumph? Or will the critics get what they've been waiting for, an opportunity to say she finally stumbled? One thing is certain. If history is any guide, Cardi won't just give us music. She will give us a show, a story, and a moment in time that people will remember. So stay with us until the very end of this video, because in just a moment, I will share my personal thoughts on this saga. Thoughts that might not align with what you expect, and might even shock you. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and let us know in the comments what you think about Cardi B's Courtroom nap, her album strategy, and her relentless ability to stay at the center of attention no matter what. And now, we have come to the part that many of you have been waiting for, my personal thoughts about this whole situation. I warned you at the beginning of this video that my opinion might surprise you and maybe even shock you. And I still stand by that, because when we peel back the layers of this story, the trial, the viral memes, the courtroom nap, the promotional strategies, and the upcoming album, what we are really looking at is not just Cardi B the celebrity, not just Cardi B the rapper, but Cardi B as a mirror of the times we live in. Let's be brutally honest here. If any regular person fell asleep in the middle of their own trial, they would probably be shamed for it, judged for being careless, and scolded for not taking the moment seriously. But because this is Cardi B, the story took on a completely different shape. Instead of destroying her, it somehow humanized her. Instead of dragging her down, it lifted her up. Why? Because Cardi understands something that most people in her position never fully grasp. In today's world, the narrative is often more powerful than the truth. It's not about what actually happened. It's about how you spin it, how you own it, and how you transform weakness into strength. What struck me most is not the fact that she admitted she was tired. Everyone gets tired. What struck me was how quickly she flipped the script. Within days, she turned embarrassing courtroom images into album covers. She transformed legal pressure into marketing gold. She took a moment where others might have tried to hide, and instead, she put it front and center, laughing at herself, inviting the world to laugh with her, and cashing in on the laughter. That's not just clever branding, that's survival. That's resilience. And that's the true mark of someone who knows how to thrive in a world where attention is currency. But there's another side to this that I can't ignore. Cardi B also talked about missing her children's first day of school. And this is where the raw reality cuts through the spectacle. Fame looks glamorous, but in reality, it comes with heavy sacrifices. Behind the cameras, behind the memes, behind the headlines, there is a mother who is forced to choose between career obligations and family milestones. That's a choice no parent wants to make. And while Cardi turned the trial into a marketing opportunity, that one detail, missing her kid's first day, reminds us that even in victory, something important was lost. So what do I take away from all of this? For me, this story is not just about a nap in court. It's not just about memes or even about an album release. It's about the evolution of celebrity in the 21st century. Cardi B represents a new kind of star, one who is unafraid to show flaws, one who understands how to weaponize vulnerability, and one who knows that in an age of cameras and endless social media feeds, there is no such thing as a private mistake. Everything can be content, everything can be monetized, and everything can become part of the brand. And whether you like Cardi B or not, you have to admit this. She plays this game better than almost anyone else. falling asleep in court could have been humiliating. Instead, it became iconic. And that, to me, is the most shocking part of all.